Sandwich only at Zaxby's.
Okay, this 4th of July, we're celebrating the country's birthday and the freedoms that go right along with it. Very happy this morning to have Zach Patterson here. He is with Compass Auctions, getting us ready for a big auction for all the gun lovers out there coming your way on July 3rd, right?
Yes, ma'am. Starting at noon Eastern.
So you and I have had a little chat. I don't mind admitting that you, Zach, are a gun expert, kind of a self-taught, lifelong hobbyist, right?
Fair enough.
Who has a good eye for what you're going to be presenting at this auction on July 3rd. And here I talk to you today, not knowing the first thing about them. So I'm a good target audience for you this morning.
It's okay. Everybody's got to start somewhere, and there's nothing wrong with that ever.
So let's talk a little bit about the auction, because I know it has you very excited. Because as I understand it, when you first kind of planned to bring this, part of your thought had been it might be kind of your typical vintage, historical, harder to find maybe pieces up for auction. In fact, you found lots of current day guns and I don't know, what do you call it, goes along with it as well, right?
Correct. There's all sorts of firearms, ammunition, accessories that goes. The sport is in general is a black hole. Once you find something that you're comfortable with, there is another angle or another avenue to go with it.
So I stumbled because I don't know everything that you're going to have up for auction, so I can understand that you might have guns up for auction. But what little I do know is that then with guns there are accessories. I think that was the word I was looking for and couldn't find it. So are you going to have the other things that go along with the gun ownership up for auction?
This auction this weekend to celebrate the 4th of July is a little bit special for us. It's the first time that we've ever made an auction of strictly firearms only.
Okay.
And we wanted to do that in celebration of the 4th of July, right? We were born on guns, right? 245 years ago, almost to the day. A whole bunch of citizens said that's enough from a guy that doesn't live anywhere near here. And here we are trying to honor them and what they've given us. Almost 300 of them, to be specific, for our birthday.
So 300 guns that are up for auction, right?
Yes.
Is that what you're telling me on July 3rd? I know one of them in particular really excites you because you feel like you've kind of been given this careful ownership to protect something very prized.
Well, it is cool. Every once in a while, something comes around that deserves to be in a museum. And when you talk about having stuff like that out in the public, those family heirlooms and things like that, this particular piece is 160 years old. It's back from the Civil War era. It's been in this gentleman's family for 5 or 6 generations now, and nobody wants it. But he's given us the opportunity to present it to everyone else before I ask a museum just to hold it in a glass case for me.
That's fantastic. So for some people, this might be their first auction. You obviously are expert at what you do. You know how it's going to work. But if you come out to the auction, I know people can go online and kind of get a sense of what you're going to have up for bid, right?
Correct. Our website is soldoncompass.com. You can visit the website and see the entire catalog up to the minute and what the current bid status is.
Okay.
If you'd like to come and preview anything at the warehouse, you're more than welcome to do so. A full preview day tomorrow on Friday. And then before the auction begins at noon on Saturday, we're going to open the doors up at 11 o'clock, so everybody that wants to come see, please do so.
Okay, so you mentioned 300 guns. They're not all Civil War era relics. You've got some that have been like law enforcement seizures. Is that what you said?
Correct. There's a couple of local municipalities that have some inventory that they struggle in getting rid of, so that's where we come in. In addition to that, manufacturers and distributors, local retail stores with just too much stuff, they allow us to participate with that as well.
Okay.
So you're talking, in addition to the Civil War stuff, there's hunting firearms, competitive guys that just like to shoot every day, or some self-defense items as well.
Okay, I told you I don't know what I'm talking about, so I'm feeling my way through this as Zach and I talk. I guess some people might think, okay, how are they going to know who's walking away with the guns they purchase? So is there any kind of requirement that people have to go through to register or pass any kind of background check or anything like that, or can you just come in and bid?
Well, in the state of Tennessee and according to federal law, everybody that buys a gun from us
Uh-huh.
has to go through a background check.
Okay.
So we are a full federally firearm licensed dealer. Everything that you would normally go through in a big box store, you'll also do at our warehouse as well.
Okay, so they can do that day of when they get there?
Yes.
Okay, so tomorrow, Friday, they can come and preview,
Yep.
correct? So they can go online today, see what you have, then see it in person tomorrow,
Sure.
correct? And then come back on Saturday and bid.
Correct.
Is there a limit on how many people can be there?
Negative.
Negative.
No, we're Compass. While we understand the thing that's going on right now, we are still inviting everyone that wants to come be a part of this. More than welcome to come out to the warehouse.
All right. Well, I wish we could have shown you some of the things that they have on the auction table, but the easiest thing for us to do for you this morning is to encourage you to go to their website. As Zach said, it's called soldoncompass.com. You can see the full catalog, as he says. Go celebrate the 4th of July in whatever way you find fit. And who knows, you could walk home with a very prized piece of history to show your family. Thank you, Zach.
Thank you for letting us be here, Julie.